everyone. Hello, bonsoir. I'm very pleased to welcome Corina Schwingruber Ilic and Nikola Ilic. Welcome to Vision du Réel. And thank you very much for your film for Dida that is presented in world premiere in the Burning Like section.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed your film. It's an amazing portrait, intimate portrait of a family between two cities, between two cultures, and it has this strong universal dimension. So I have a lot of questions for you, but the audience, please don't hesitate to ask your question. You can write down your question on the YouTube channel in the forum webpage of the festival. But let's start with these. When did you start filming your family?
Well, eventually the start was some 9 years ago, as my mom Dida was diagnosed with cancer, and it didn't look really bright and it didn't look really good. So I thought I need to capture this moment and figure out who my mother is and before she's gone. So I just started filming for myself, didn't really plan to make a movie. And then through time, Corina and me eventually realized that maybe we could make a movie out of it. So it enrolled. So my answer is around almost 10 years. Yeah.
Okay, so and when did you know you were going to make a film about it? So it was as you said.
It took a few years. Yeah, Corina.
Yeah, it was because I was interested in the symbiosis between Dida and Baba, because Dida, as it said in the movie, is like the body and Baba is the brain. So they really wouldn't be able to live without each other. And we knew that once Baba wouldn't be there anymore, so Nikola has to take over. And I discussed this also with Franziska, our producer. She was involved very, very early in the, like maybe from 6 years ago or even longer. And we made a lot of, these development workshops and so on. So it was really a process. It was not in one moment, this is it, or this is how we're going to make it. It was really taking a long time. And also we didn't want to be part of the movie. And we didn't first think it's going to be so personal. It would be more a portrait about those two women. But in the end, it came out that Nikola is mainly in the movie. I mean, I'm a bit a side character, but yeah. So first you weren't really happy with this decision, but
no,
yeah.
no, I didn't want to go in front of the camera. It was really hard decision, but eventually it had to. I mean, it happened. So yeah.
Yeah, we understood that it could be interesting for the audience. His how you say, his eyes on this topic.
And is it something that you want to reproduce, to make such an intimate film and to be inside your film?
Do we want that or what? No, not really.
The future.
We didn't want. I mean, it was. It's like the movie. The life made the movie just happened, and we observed life and Dida through this. I mean, eventually. First grandmother and Dida, and then it enrolled and made this what happened. We didn't really stage, and throughout the movie, at least 5 years, I tried not to come in, and then it happened. When it happened, I don't want to talk about the movie inside, but then I had to step in and in front of the cameras, which is really nice. So.
And we also actually didn't want to have a voiceover. But during editing, like the editing was taking for sure 2 years. And even before we sat all the time together with our editor Miriam, and we watched the material and we discussed in which direction it could go. And then, yeah, it got more and more clear during editing that there is a need of a voiceover, because mostly in the, like these inner conflicts or the very bad moments, let's say, we didn't film because Nikola was pissed on his mother or on the situation, so he didn't feel like having a camera there. So yeah, it was, in the end we realized we need this voiceover to tell.
Yeah, it was quite
deeper.
Yeah, it was quite emotional journey, and wasn't nice all the time. So yeah, but yeah.
Interesting. And about the humor, because there is a lot of humor in your film, and even in quite tragic moments. So was it an obvious choice for you?
And what kind of choice?
Like having this kind of humor? Or maybe you can talk more generally about the humor in your film. That's it's great.
Thank you. Well, yeah, this is the part of the Balkan culture. I mean, we also made a short movie some years ago called Down on the Corner, and it's about a village people hanging on the corner at the Emma shop. There is a shop on the corner, and they just wait for days to pass by. And this humor, they don't have anything but this humor. So this is what carries them through life, and also. All the heavy or the hard moments in life, we take it as with the humor. So this is part of the culture. I mean,
yeah, and it's probably also part of our movies. I mean, all the movies, all the short movies. It's our first feature movie, but all our short movies, I think all of them are kind of having a heavy topic, but we try always to make it accessible and to make it to have joy watching it afterwards. And I think it was also our goal to make a light family movie and not this tragic heavy stuff. So it was really our goal to make it as it is now.
Yeah, the humor, but we always reflect on this. I mean, on it has a reflection in the movie. It's not just funny and full of humor and tragedy. It really reflects on a few subjects. So
and maybe a word about how did you work together? You two.
Well, that's a long story. No. I mean, we always, like, we did our first movie together in 2013. We said we're never going to do a movie together anymore. And then we again did another short movie together. And then we again said we probably will stop that. And then now we did this long one together. And we had
it evolved. Throughout these movies, we find our roles where we shared the roles in the movie. So now it kind of works. I mean, we have quarrelings, but it kind of functions
after
this 8 years now of together working, and we plan to do another movie again together. So yeah.
Maybe.
We'll see.
No, but it's for sure, it's quite hard also for other, like for the editor or the producer or the musician or the sound designer to work with co-directors, because also with a couple, because we first always have to know what we want, and sometimes we have different opinions, and then it's very hard for them to wait for us for our decision. And so it was. So in this way, we just want to also thank to all our crew to work with us for such a long time. And it was really a lot of times, I think, quite heavy to work with us. So if any of them are watching, thank you very much.
And did Dida like the film?
We still don't know. She didn't saw it still. I mean, she saw some parts, and we are looking forward to make like a private premiere on a festival premiere in Belgrade. And she's I mean, I talk to her like a few times a week, and she's always asking me what's with my movie, what's going on with the movie, and so I'm really looking forward for this moment where she will step on stage and be a star. I'm not sure how much she's aware of this, because she knows that we are doing films and filming, but she never saw us on festival or on stage, and I'm really looking forward to see her reactions. I hope they're going to be okay, but yeah, I think it's going to be good. It's going to be nice.
And did she miss the camera? I mean, did you stop to film her, and what's happened with that?
Yeah. She. I mean, since I'm a kid, I'm filming different stuff, small videos and skate videos and whatever. And throughout this year, And Corina made her bachelor movie is about Belgrade, so she filmed also them. So really, they really like to be filmed. And throughout these years and decades, we filmed, and now I stopped. And she asked me last time when I was there, I came without my camera, and she was like, "What's wrong?" I mean, she thought she did something wrong. Where is your camera? You don't film. And I was like, "Well, you know, we can have a coffee and not film today." So, and I'm glad, but she's like,
yeah, she really enjoyed it
she
because
really liked
she
it,
felt very important, and it was kind of a family hobby. It was a common thing we had, this filming and this film. So now we're going to see how it's going to be afterwards.
From my side, I have to say it was at the end too much, because it was all the moments, every conflict and every moment of joy with Dida I had to film. So it was a bit too much of this. Now I'm glad I can have a coffee.
We are relieved now.
Yeah.
And maybe some more word about your voiceover that adds diary dimension, where you expose your feelings, your doubts, and actually, how did you write this voice?
Well, it took some time to get it done and to write it down. I did, and it changed a lot. And I mean, I did with Corina and with a lot of other people. I mean, I always write something new, but it has to suit and fit in the rhythm of the movie. And I remember one of the stages that I wrote, and I was happy with it. I was like, okay, it could work. I showed it to a friend from Belgrade, also a filmmaker friend, and she told me, "What is this? Don't act like an Englishman. You're too polite. You have to spit out your stuff. You have to say how you feel." So I realized, okay, I really need to go deeper. So it took a while to get this balance between not too personal and being honest in a way, and not being an Englishman, so nice and fine and just functioning, but really taking out your dirty wear and like a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also full of this beautiful humor that we can find in the film. And maybe you can also talk a little bit more about the editing process, because I imagine that you had a lot of footage.
Yeah, we had around 150 to 200 hours of footage. I asked today our editor,
Yeah, wow.
because we forgot it. It was a tough work to go through all this material. And I mean, we two always went together through all the material we filmed. And then we wrote a list, and we marked the things we thought it might be interesting. And then we watched it together with the editor. And of course, we had to translate the stuff, the parts she was also interested in. And then, somehow, we slowly found our way, what we want and in which direction it should go. Because in the beginning, it was quite messy, and we just filmed everything and pretty bad. And then we got more and more focused. And then the real editing, I think, it started 2 years ago. So for 2 years, then there was like 2 months of editing, then a huge break between. So we continued filming, but also we thought about how to continue so it was always a break. We got feedbacks from a lot of people, always in different stages. So we always, I mean, for us, it was important because it is so personal to always go out with the movie to see what is interesting, how do people react. Yeah, and then work again with the editor, with Miriam, and then of course with the producer, with Franziska, we also had a lot of talks. So it was really a collaboration of all of us.
You said before that you have a next project together. Maybe some word about that, if you want.
Well, Nikola is always talking about his project, and he always has like 100 of projects. And then in the end, people ask him, how is this project going? And he never did it. So we stopped talking about projects, which we are just in research. I mean, he has a short movie in production, and I do have a short movie in production. So, but this work we do together is really just in the first step of research. So we really shouldn't talk yet about it, because maybe it's never going to happen. Who knows? I mean, you can talk.
No. I just thought maybe it would be good if we talk, then we have to do it, but or we're just going to talk about it. But it's okay. We don't talk about it. It's coming, hopefully.
Yes. Do we have some question coming from the public? Maybe not yet. Okay. Maybe we can. I can thank you very much. And if you want to add something, feel free. If you want to thank someone, or feel free to add something.
Yeah, we would like to thank the whole crew for having patience and helping us throughout all these almost 10 years. And it was sometimes rough, but sometimes nice. And we are really proud that all of us did this project and closed this chapter of our lives.
And I also want to thank my family, because it's not in the movie now that much, but we feel much more with them, and they were supporting us throughout all this time.
Yes.
And especially the last 2 years, or the last half a year, we always were like, we're going to finish soon. Could you babysit Cleo one more day? And then, yeah, we're going to finish next week. Could you please take her over again? We have again. And then it really, they start making jokes with us like, is this now, are you finishing today? Because we just didn't finish it for a long time. So they really supported us all the time, and also our friends, of course, and especially also, yeah, the main crew, Miriam, Priska, Heidi Happy, Franziska, which was a big help, and all the others who had so much patience with us.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Thank you in the festival.
Oh.
For us, it was a really big dream to come to Neo, and we really just finished the movie. And for us, it's now really a perfect start with this film.
We are really honored and happy that we can show it there. Yeah.
We are also very happy, and yes. So thank you again, and take care, and see you soon.
Cheers.
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 Thank you.